my face. One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, good to see y'all out there tonight. I am so sorry for keeping you guys waiting. I had little technical difficulties and stuff like that, and so I really apologize. But we got a nice, big, great show for you guys tonight. So not only did we retire the Skinny Black Knife, but tonight we're going to be giving away something new in its place. And it's going to be very exciting, I think. I hope Hillbilly Nation will love it just as much as you love the Skinny Black Knife. And then also, if you don't know, every month we do a monthly giveaway. And how you get entered in that is you have to be subscribed to the channel. But anyway, on any of my videos, you comment, I want to win. And when you do that, then your name goes down here in this book and you get a little check mark. And so we tally all those up. And then about the middle of the next month, we do a giveaway. And so we're also going to be doing that tonight. So we got at least 2 giveaways. So anyway, again, I apologize so much. Most usually 10 after is our start time, but we definitely ran over, and I really apologize to you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging on out there. I mean, the side chat was you guys are just awesome. I believe when I logged on, we had almost 200 comments already. So maybe because we were so late getting started, I'm sure. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. And we got a great group of people back there in the green room. So let's bring them out and say hi to them. So up first, we have Mr. Bubba Triclops Ballistics. How you doing today, buddy?
Doing good. Doing very good. I got a meme template just in honor of the Skinny Black Knife, and I would like to share it if that's okay with you, Hillbilly.
Well, sure. You bet, buddy.
All right, we're going to go ahead and share this screen real quick. I did a little bitty template for them, but here you go, guys. That is in honor of the Skinny Black Knife. Even Squidward is in mourning, and
oh my goodness.
And I hope that knife rests in peace until it is needed again.
Well, I have heard that rumors that there's a possibility that it might be resurrected on another channel. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yes. So that is very exciting to know. And of course, we're going to bring the Skinny Black Knife back maybe for like some big giveaways or something. It might be an option in those. So, but as a regular giveaway on Guns, Beer, and Therapy, it is no more. So that is really cool, buddy. I appreciate you doing that. That is awesome. I love it.
There we go.
Well, real quick, have you made anybody's week better? Anybody made your week better? Or you make anybody else's week better this week?
I made a few people laugh, and a couple people made me feel a little bit better about a situation at work. And I got a lot of love from somebody I didn't expect at my work. I really didn't, because this guy's really passive, doesn't really talk that much, and he told me how much my opinion actually matters to him. And that actually meant a lot to me. So, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, buddy. Yeah. And if you can make somebody smile, I mean, that might be the only time that day that person might smile. So that is priceless too. So, Well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. And up next, we have Mr. JH586. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
I'm better than I deserve. Hope y'all are. Uh, I feel semi responsible for a lot of stuff tonight, and I apologize for being late. I was at a wedding, and Mr.
Fine.
Kyle Lusk got married tonight and this afternoon, and
Yeah, that's awesome.
we won't get into that too much right now. But I was blessed to be the officiant of that wedding ceremony. First time like
That
that.
is awesome.
We had some great guests and some great food and great music, and yeah. So I hope, I hope I helped make somebody's two particular people. I hope I was able to make their lives better this evening, and we're just anxious to see uh, what the Lord does with that union. So thanks for having me, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun time.
Oh yeah, and yes, I bet you made their day better, no doubt. And then it's something as easy as Michael Dunn out there says, "I made my doggy's day better. Spent the day outside with his dog." I mean, that's easy as that. I mean, that dog probably really appreciated that. So yes, if you look around you somewhere, you can make somebody's day better, especially when you make it a point to. So anyway, thank you so much for being here tonight, Jamie. And up next, we'll bring in Mr. Pat in the bunker. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Just working like a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, no, just busy, man. Just busy. This time of year, it's spring, so you know what happens there. It's a lot of field work, a lot of planting, a lot of different things going on come springtime. So it's busy, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. You got a good side chat out there. They've held in there with all the technical difficulties and everything, and we've got a really good lineup tonight. So,
oh yeah, we do. And thanks for being here, Pat. And we'll ask you the same questions. You make anybody's week better, anybody make your day better. But I want to agree with Mr. Bob. You got the secret to happy marriage is doing the chicken dance at the ceremony. You have to do the chicken dance.
you have to have a little bit of humility and do that. even if you don't dance, you got to get up and at least do that one.
Oh yeah.
As far as making anybody's day better, my wife made my day better. She changed oil in the Suburban today, all by herself.
Wow.
I had to do the oil filter because I swear to God, King Kong put that freaking oil filter on, and I just about destroyed the whole oil filter getting it off. My wife made my day a lot better, and she drug everything out, had it drained, and she filled the oil back up. All I did was I took the oil filter off and put the oil filter on. She was crawling underneath that thing and everything,
nice.
In between me working and everything. And she said, "I just have one problem." I came, got it done, and so yeah, my wife made my day way better today.
Awesome. Awesome. I want to say hi to old buddy out there. I ain't seen him in a while. Ozark. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you out there. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. Man. So up next, we'd like to bring out Mr. Radio Voice himself. Finest voice on YouTube, especially on this channel, by no doubt. Mr. DJ Play Nice. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing well, and I'm doing better than I deserve to grab Jamie's, because with those kind of compliments, man, I can't even look you straight in the eye. So did somebody make my day? You did. You just made my day. I kind of pride myself in my voice, and to have it acknowledged like that on the regular is something that does keep my spirits up. So thanks for that. That's what I got.
Well, I appreciate you being here tonight, buddy. And so we'll go right on down the line here. And up next is Crotch Guy 879. How you doing today, buddy? And did you make somebody's week better, or anybody make your week better?
Well, honestly, like I was telling you back in the green room, a local gun shop texted me today with some news about something I'd been waiting for, and I think Jamie can appreciate this. They're going to start stocking Arkin scopes here, and I'm going down Monday after work to check them out.
Nice.
As far as DJ having the voice of radio, I myself have been told that I have a face made for radio. So
The face for radio and only a mama can love. Man. I think that's my.
That's right. Yeah. Take that as a compliment. Yeah. You know what? Take it in stride. Yeah.
It's always good to be here. I see the side chat is rocking already. Always good to be here with you guys, and let's have some fun tonight.
Oh
Yep.
man, yeah, we will. Garage Guy, thank you so much for being here tonight, buddy. And up next, we're gonna bring Mr. Viejo out of the green room. He cast everything: bullets, fishing rods, everything. You name it, he cast it.
He's
Hey,
muted.
he's pulling a hillbilly.
Yeah, he's doing a hillbilly.
It's communicable. We get it from hillbilly. You know, this close proximity, it just kind of filters down here to the bottom row.
Yeah, the stars align and your mic's muted.
That's it. I don't know if I made anybody's week better or not. It's been kind of funky weather all week, raining in and out. Rained all day today, so I didn't even get out of the house today. I spent the day out of the reloading bench messing around trying to destroy another new Lee product. Oh, don't ask. Anyway, but I did have some folks make my week better. The other day, I got a nice prize package in the mail that I had not expected at all from our friend Gene over at Reloading from the Hot Pot. And he sent me a nice T-shirt, and Christine, that's Ms. Hot Shot, sent a bunch of goodies too. A nice pin with some big ruby red lips on.
Oh man, that's awesome!
And that made me feel really good. And then, of course, last night we had Georgia Shooting Connection with all our friends over and family over there. But I wanted to share a story. Jamie's not saying too much, but if you guys don't know, Jamie was recently ordained in his church, and today was his first really official supervisory role as the presiding pastor at our friend Kyle Lusk and Angel's wedding. And this is a story that I heard. Now, I can't verify this, but the story goes like this, that it's apparently it's commonplace and sort of tradition that the pastor visits the prospective wife the day before, just to make sure that this is something that she really wants to go through with. And in course in Kyle's case, that's a necessary part of the program. You really want to double check this. And so Jamie knocks on the door, and Angel comes up and says, "Well, hello, Pastor Jamie, what's up?" And Jamie says, "Angel, today is the best day of your life." And Angel says, "Well, thanks, Jamie, but I'm getting married tomorrow." And Pastor Jamie says, "Yeah, I know. Today is the best day of your life." I'm sorry, Jamie. I couldn't help myself.
All downhill from here.
Yeah,
Anyway,
buddy.
I'm happy to be here. I'm thankful for the opportunity to participate and to see all our friends over here in the side chat. You guys are making my Saturday for sure. So thanks.
Walter, I was hoping that Kyle and Angel wasn't watching this tonight.
They
What do
probably
you
they better not be. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we see Kyle jump on here, then he's gonna be in trouble, huh?
We had to work on other papers after that.
Yeah.
Man, that was
yes,
quick.
our buddy Kyle Lusk got married today. That's
Yeah, he
awesome.
did. He even had to wear a suit. Nobody else did, but he did.
Well, thank you so much, Veo, for being here. Appreciate you, buddy. And up next, we have Mr. Mark Thomas, the Leatherman himself. How you doing today, Mark?
Real good. How are you?
Doing great, buddy. So, did you get a chance to make anybody's week better, or did anybody make your week better this week?
Well, I would sure like to think so. I was able to go out the other night. I had a bite to eat by myself. Had a nice young waitress, and she didn't look like she was having a very good night, but she gave me a great service, doing a wonderful time, and I think I gave her about a 40% tip. And she had to make some table, so that was good for her. And
Nice.
tried to make my son's group at the track meet a little bit better last night. I don't know if anybody else from Middletown was out supporting them, but they competed against 15 or 16 other schools, and I was there cheering them on in the rain and the 40 or 50 mile per hour winds. It was a tough evening. That was why I didn't make it to the Georgia Connection chat last night, but did my best. So great.
Awesome. And if you had the opportunity, Mark, you might turn your mic up a little bit. It's a little hard hearing you, but I was able to hear everything.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Okay. Good to see you, buddy. And that is awesome. I appreciate you very much. Oh, man. So up next, we have Mr. Ron Wayne. How you doing tonight, Ron?
Blessed, brother, blessed. Good to be here. Glad to finally get freed up to where I could join in again. This is really nice. A lot of people out there. This is great. I'm gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah, and this side chat and this panel, just I always feel blessed. They always make my week better every Saturday night, no doubt about that. And speaking of that, have you had a chance to make anybody's week better? Has anybody made your week better?
Well, I'm the type of guy where I hope so, because I'm a door holder and I put my shopping carts back and stuff like that. So I'll leave that there. But some people have made my week better. I'll say that. I got a surprise package in the mail from somebody on the top tier I wasn't expecting, and it certainly made me laugh. And that's all I can say right now, but it certainly made my month better. I'll say that.
Well, that is awesome. Well, I sure appreciate you being here tonight, buddy. So, anyway, up next we have Moondog. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Very good. Thanks, Hillbilly. Hello, gentlemen.
Howdy there, Moondog.
So it's been a busy week, and I've got another busy week coming up because I'm chaperoning my son's 6th grade class out to a week-long camp next week. So they're good kids, so it'll be interesting to go out to wilderness camp with them. So I'm looking forward to that. But this week, or this last week, I'm part of the Dad's Club over at the school, which is sponsored by the Knights of Columbus, and I'm also the head of the couples ministry at church. So this week, I don't know why it got in my head, but when I went over to the wine store a couple of weeks ago to pick up some wine for another couples event, I happened to see on the shelves honey mead. So I don't know if you guys ever had honey wine. So good. Yeah. So I figured most people have, I was familiar with it, but to be honest, I'd never had it all in my entire life. I was, aware of it for years, and I was shocked to find it at the local wine store. So I thought, okay, I'm going to share this bounty, and I brought it over to the Dad's Club meeting and to the couples meeting the next day this week. So everybody got a chance to try honey wine, and everybody's looking at me like they'd never heard of it. Like, what? You never played D&D? I don't know. So mead, of course, everybody knows mead. It's like 2 copper pieces in D&D. So. Anyway.
Oh my my goodness.
I'll chime in for just a second on that, Moondog.
Yes, sir.
Local honey place that actually does all the honey and everything. They actually make that in homemade batches, not to sell, but to sample, because you can't legally sell it or anything like that. And they have beekeeper stuff on our grounds, so I get a little bit of it.
Oh,
So,
very nice.
and it's good stuff. It's especially the homemade stuff. I don't know how they make it. I don't know what the witchcraft or the voodoo is behind it, but it is good.
Well, it's basically what you just need honey, water, and brewer's yeast, right? So it's
pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's good.
That is
It's
awesome.
done the same way that rice sake is made. It's the same exact process. It's a long fermentation process that makes some of the best tasting stuff in the entire world.
It was good. We had a range. I got three. I just pulled 3 bottles out of the shelf. One of them happened to be drier than the other. The other 2 was really sweet. It was like a dessert wine, and the other one was kind of drier. So there was a range of flavors. I liked it.
That is nice. Man, that Colt says he raised honeybees for 20 years, producing about 300 pounds a year. Dang.
But you stopped.
Yeah. I was at a feller's house one time. I was looking to buy a Missouri Foxtrotter horse.
Mm-hmm.
And so we was looking at it, and we was in the barn stalls and everything. And anyway, we was just about to take it out into this little corral there, to ride it. And all of a sudden, the grandson come running through the barn, said, "Papa, I made the bees mad, run." We all just headed out the other side of the barn. We waited for about 20 minutes. He goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I was over there messing around, and I know what I did, but I made them mad, and they all come out chasing me." And so, yeah.
Using a stick or rocks?
I don't know what he's up to, but
Right,
his papa was
dog?
very happy with him. I do know
Skipping
that.
rocks right into the box.
Yep. And that's funny, man. That's really interesting raising those. I would never to get into it, but I think that might be something I might do in the future. It's pretty interesting.
So did you buy the horse?
Yeah, actually I did. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then after I bought her, I found out she's a fence jumper.
Oh no! So, do you still have her?
Oh yeah, we had her for several years. But,
okay.
Yeah, we finally got rid of her. She is a good horse, but yeah, man, she'd walk up flat-footed to a fence, and if she went on the other side, she just reared up and jumped it. And that's the only horse I had that was a fence jumper like that. And of course, a lot of people raise jacks around here, which is a mix between a horse and a mule. And so it gave them a little bit more size than a mule, but really sure-footed, most of them. And so a lot of those guys, they would train them to be fence jumpers, because they'd sell them to guys that go like Colorado or whatever hunting, and they'd use them as pack animals. And so, a good stable foot fence jumper was pretty valuable if you had one. So anyway, man, we got a couple giveaways to do tonight, and let's go ahead and I played a video last week, but I want to go ahead and play this again, just in case you weren't here last week and you missed it.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. And you might wonder why I'm wearing all black. It's a sad day. Yeah, very sad day. We have to say goodbye to one of our friends. Something is been with us for a while. Got here on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. It's brought a lot of joy into our lives. It's caused us all to come together and join a club. On this day, I'm afraid we're going to have to say goodbye to the skinny black knife. For old time's sakes, buddy, I hate to see you go. You're such a good skinny black knife. And because of you, there are 76 members of the Hillbilly Nation that is in the Skinny Black Knife Club. Hello, buddy. You've made their day better. You've done such a wonderful job. But it is time to say goodbye. We might see you again in special giveaways or something like that. It is time for us to move on. So, buddy, we love you. And you're still in our hearts. Say goodbye to the Skinny Black Knife.
Sorry about that.
That was weird. I thought things started over again.
That was
Oh
awesome.
my goodness.
Get the restart.
So
yeah, we
Hillbilly,
got a lot.
Hillbilly just
Hashtag-
broke up with the skinny black knife.
Yeah, we did. But I hear some through the grapevine that it might live again on another channel. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we do have a new knife to give away. I sent it to Jamie here, a week or two ago, just for him to test out because I thought, well, I like it, but what do you get to replace the skinny black knife? So, Jamie, would you like to show everybody what is going to replace the skinny black knife? Let me pull you up here first, okay, buddy?
Well, we've got two choices, and can I show my favorite one first, Hillbilly?
Yeah, what are you going to do, buddy?
Okay. Y'all remember back when you was a little boy and your granddaddy walked around in his bib overalls and he always kept a pocket knife. He always had a 3-blade pocket knife. Well, my thought is we go from the skinny black knife to the big fat farm knife, which is this one.
Oh boy.
Got the we've got that long blade.
One heck of a jackknife right there.
Yeah, and
Now that's
then
enough.
then you got this blade, and I've got my ideas about what that blade is actually for.
Anyone who's lived on a farm knows about that blade right there. And I can tell you what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Viejo.
This is the one that my granddaddy used for skinning.
Yeah.
But y'all remember that first blade? This one right here. He'd always
You must
use-
want to know how close you're holding that camera. Is that an optical illusion?
No.
It just looks big because he's got small hands.
Yeah, I got
That's what it is, fellas.
But he'd always use this blade to clean out from under his fingernails.
Yeah.
And, but some folks might think that this knife right here is just. If you're going from the skinny black knife, it might not be big enough or fat enough to replace the skinny black knife. So we got the bad. It's not really as practical as the big green farm knife, but It's got a heck of a blade on it. And see, when I hold it up, it covers up my face. But it's got,
Thank
the
God.
skull and crossbones. I love you, Bubba. Don't make me cut you, boy.
Ooh,
Ooh, there we go.
Man,
Right,
oh man.
You better,
You
brother.
you don't want your finger in the way when you close that thing.
you don't want your hand in the way.
So I assume you pocket carried both of these and tested them out.
Well, only with my bib overalls, because if I put them in my pocket, they pull my pants off.
Great.
So, as most of you know, we are definitely pulling your leg. It did not go from a skinny black knife to a life-size knife. But we are ready to release what you guys will be winning. It will be, we'll go ahead and carry this. We'll see if it lasts as long as 76 giveaways, So I'm going to play a video again. And I apologize. I forgot to take the first half off of this. So the first part of this is going to be the clip that you just seen. But don't go anywhere because we are going to bring the new giveaway on this video.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. And you might wonder why I'm wearing all black. It's a sad day. Yeah, very sad day. We had to say goodbye to one of our friends. Something has been with us for a while. Got here on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. It's brought a lot of joy into our lives. It's caused us all to come together and join a club. On this day, I'm afraid we're going to have to say goodbye to the skinny black knife. For old time's sakes, buddy, I hate to see you go. You're such a good skinny black knife. And because of you, there are 76 members of the Hillbilly Nation that is in the Skinny Black Knife Club. Hello, buddy. You've made their day better. You've done such a wonderful job. But it is time to say goodbye. We might see you again in special giveaways or something like that. It is time for us to move on. So, buddy, we love you. And you're still in our hearts. Say goodbye to the Skinny Black Knife.
As we say goodbye to the skinny black knife, don't fear because we have something brand new. We lost the skinny black knife, but the good Lord says not to worry. He takes care of us. He provides for us. When something is taken from us and gone, He'll bless us with better. And that's why we have the skinny blue knife. Yeah, the skinny blue knife. Check this baby out. It is awesome. Look at that. Yes, it is a very close relative to the skinny black knife. Same awesome features. Look at that. Woo-wee. Yes, we'll now be giving away the skinny blue knife. So, even if you're already a member of the Skinny Black Knife Club,
Well, now you got something to look forward to. The Skinny Blue Knife Club. The Skinny Blue Knife Club. Hillbilly Nation, you guys are awesome. And even though we gave away 76 of the Skinny Black Knife Club, even though we gave away 76 of the Skinny Black Knives, they're awesome. When you need to open your mail, the envelope, the package that somebody sent you, now the Skinny Blue Knife will do the exact same thing. It has the same features. Yes, it's just a little more stylish as far as the blue and the silver. Yeah, it's shiny. So tune in to Guns Bearing Therapy and get the opportunity to win the Skinny Blue Knife. Ha ha!
No.
You hit on the head there,
man.
Ron. That is a R2D2 knife.
Yeah.
Somebody said
Yeah.
that the other day, and it does. It looks just like it.
So, yes, we have the Skinny Blue Knife. And
It looks like it's already up to no good, and it looks like these aren't the droids we're looking for.
And you don't have to change the initials of the club.
That's true.
you know,
I'm looking for the SRK.
SBK.
I'm looking for the SRK. I'm waiting for the red one now.
yeah. Now, the members, the VIPs of this channel kept the secret really well because we gave one away Tuesday night on the members only live, the VIP show. And yeah, I'm like, guys, you got to keep it secret. Don't tell nobody. And they did a really good job.
Very nice, Mike.
Yeah. So, yeah, we had to just, since the VIPs, they're what they pay to be a member of the channel, a VIP, their money goes towards these giveaways. So I'm like, well, we've got to start there because, I mean, they're just awesome for doing that and very much appreciated. And so anytime you guys do win something on this channel, it's because the VIPs, they're putting out the bill for that. And so I want to thank them all very much. So anyway, yeah, I hope everybody enjoys it. It is almost pretty much the same knife. The colors on it are just here. Let me blow myself up here, and I'll show you guys a little bit more. So the colors are really cool. I've heard RTD2, stuff like that. Tron, So anyway, but it is a flipper, and it does have the same style blade and everything as a Skinny Black Knife. The only thing I have noticed is it is thicker right back here in this area, just a little bit more than what the Skinny Black Knife was. So, but anyway, hopefully this is going to live on this channel for a little while. I hope everybody sure enjoys it as much as they did the Skinny Black Knife. So,
if they come out with a purple one, we got to call it the Mace Windu.
Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Yeah, there you go, Michael. You got the black against the blue there. Yeah. Yeah, it pops. Yeah. I'm a sucker
like
for
Wayne Shepherd song, Blue
shiny
on Black.
stuff. Yeah. Gizzard says Detroit Lions colors. So Moo would be like all excited about that. Yeah, it is made by the same company actually. So yeah, it has the ball bearing up here and the flipper part and everything. So yeah. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoys that. Very exciting to get to reveal that. And thank you so much, Jamie, for siding with me on that practical joke or whatever you want to call it, but that was fun. How many people actually thought that we were going to ship out? That was going to ship out a 30-pound knife every week. Oh my goodness! Yeah, it'd be hard to conceal that one of those that Jamie had. But anyway, thank you so much for doing that, buddy. And of course, make sure your hashtags in HBN72, and we'll be doing a giveaway on that in about 30 minutes. So anyway, we had a topic tonight, and this is compliments of Garage Guy. He sent this to me earlier in the week. He said, I think this would be a fun topic. So, anyway, we're going to go around the room and also out in the side chat. What firearm accessories do you not want to go cheap on? So, there's some stuff that you might be able to have a little wiggle room or something, but in your opinions, if you're going to pay the extra few dollars, maybe on an upgrade or whatever, where are you going to use that money at? And you don't want to make sure, definitely, I'm not going to skimp on this. So, anyway, Bubba, we'll just start with you, buddy, and work our way around the room.
So I have a lot of thoughts on this, but because of the fact that there's only so many parts that we can talk about, I'm going to say the one that I think is the most important, and people are going to look at me weird when I say this. Safety selector. Do not buy a cheap safety selector if you're going to replace one. Do not do it. Do not do it. Yeah, because look, I've tried out several different ones when I was building a couple of rifles, and when you get a cheap one that isn't milled correctly, you find out very quickly that safe is no longer safe. Very, very quickly. And matter of fact, it can make it even worse. To be honest with you. But never skimp out on a good safety. Never. Strike Industries, something like that. Those are always good. I love Strike Industries. Chris from the 740 loves Strike Industries. They're probably some of my favorite safety selectors for an AR platform. Never skimp on a safety selector. I have other things I think about for that, but that's numero uno. So, yeah, I'll let everybody else answer the rest of it. But I do have one other thing I want to say because I didn't get to say it earlier. But Mark, Garage Guy, made a comment, said that we was talking about DJ Play Nice had the voice for radio, had a beautiful voice for radio, and then Mark chimed in and said he had a face for radio. And I just wanted everybody to know that everybody told me that I have a face that strikes terror in the heart of a Chinese buffet manager's face. It just strikes absolute horror. And I walk in, it's just over. They start building ramparts and threatening me before I even walk into the restaurant. So I know I have a face that strikes terror in the hearts of Chinese restaurant owners.
You leave now.
What do you have to say?
You go now.
You go now.
You've been here 4 hours. You've been here 4 hours.
They came out every hour.
You'll be here 4 hours. You go now.
Oh,
Rest in peace, Minette.
God rest that man.
I would have thought it'd be the honey dippers that vacuum out the porta potties.
It's like multiple faces.
Winner right there.
Definitely.
They really get scared if I walk in there with like 2 newspapers. All right, moving on.
Oh, jeez.
And a lot of good stuff out there in the side chat too, man. I've seen a lot of different stuff, and that's awesome. So how about you, Jamie? What one thing would you not skimp on?
One thing, Bubba ain't wrong with the safety selector on an AR. y'all know I love arcing scopes, and you also know that they're not the most expensive scopes out there in the world, but man, a good optic is so important. And I know it's a sight. It's a way of putting your bullet on target. But I've been this past week to shooting some pretty long distances, and I saw some scopes that you wouldn't think would that failed to make it to 1,000 yards. Of course, now we were shooting in 35, 25 to 30, shoot, 25 to 50 mile an hour winds at 1,000 yards. Um, so, two things, if you're doing stuff like that, two things you don't skip on is your bullet, your projectile, and your scope for sure. And that's experience talking. It's not, I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to sound like I'm a snob and that I have $2,000, 2,500 night force scopes because I don't. But if you find something that works at a decent price and go with it and stick with it. But I saw some pretty popular scopes not make it to 1,000 yards. Now I don't know that it was the conditions were awful, so it's a hard time for me to blame it on the scope. But uh, I saw some really good bullets and make it to 1,000 yards. Heavy bullets in that kind of wind. So two things you don't skip on in my book when you're shooting distances is bullets and scopes.
Nice. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there, buddy. So, Pat, what do you think about this? What one thing would you not want to skimp on?
Well, I've seen a lot of good ones out there, and I got to agree with there's a lot of stuff out there that I would definitely agree with. But out here on the prairie where I live, you got to be able to cover a lot of ground. Especially in open terrain and stuff, or walking through the woods and stuff. The two things that I would absolutely not skimp on, and this is for comfort, is a holster and slings. Because if you're not comfortable with that pistol on you and it's digging in weird angles and everything, it sucks. Because I've had some nasty holsters that just you wanted to rip it off and just carry the gun in your back pocket because it was more comfortable than that. I've had slings where it's a nice soft material, it won't cut into your shoulder or this and that, and it's just like, man, after about 10 minutes you've just had enough. And I've done enough woods walking or out on the prairie going from hilltop to hilltop, glassing, hunting, whether it's with your AR or whether it's your hunting rifle. I've got to go with something nice and padded, especially with the whole hunting thing. Even with the AR, I mean, granted, it's a lot lighter rifle 9 times out of 10 when I'm carrying around the AR versus the hunting rifle, but still, man, if that thing's cutting you or if it's at a weird angle and it's not fitting you right, comfort is everything when you're walking. It doesn't matter whether concealed carry on the hip, over your shoulder, or it's a 2-point sling going over and down. It doesn't matter. If you ain't comfortable carrying that firearm around, you might as well just, a person's not going to carry it. So it's slings and holsters. Slings and holsters.
Awesome. Good stuff, buddy. And I like that your one thing was a holster and a sling.
Sorry, two things. But they kind of go hand in hand. It's a comfort.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Comfort.
Yeah, basically a holster for your rifle. I agree with you. I just
Yep.
messing with you.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
DJ, what one thing would you not want to skimp on?
A duty belt. This one is the next belt, and I've been carrying that for my concealed for over 3 years. It barely shows wear. It barely shows wear. I've been confident in this since the day I got it. I was excited because it was my first track belt. Instead of big leather with Chicago screws in it, kind of thing. And that's it. That's mine, man. A good belt.
Good one.
I definitely see where that makes a lot of difference. I've not tried one of those. I really would like to try one. And yeah, I have belts out there quite a bit in the side chat too, amongst a lot of other good choices. So, Garage Guy, let's move on over to you, buddy.
All right. Like I'd said earlier in the green room, I think my choice was going to be different from everybody else's. And this especially goes for revolver owners, especially those that have the older classic revolvers with the firing pin on the hammer, maybe. You do not want to dry fire those things. So my accessory that I would not want to skimp on would be a snack cap. I think it's very important, to have a good quality snack cap, new revolver, old revolver, whatever, to help get it broke in. Now, a lot of these companies are now having, I guess, maybe 3D printed snack caps. This is a 22 LR snack cap that come from my granddaughter's Charter Arms Pathfinder. And right here's something that comes from one of my Ruger rimfire revolvers right here. They might work decent for a little while, but they're just plastic. Get something made out of steel, like I got some Steelworks snack caps right here, 22 LR. Got one out of the box right here. Got my MacMan magnet screwdriver. Yeah, it's steel. I think good snack caps, if you got a revolver, new or old, very important. Help you. You can sit there, you can get used to the trigger and hammer action and really not have to worry about doing any damage to the firing pin, in the revolver. Also goes for semi-autos as well.
Definitely good stuff. Yeah. And I mean, you want to take care of your firearm, and so that's something that I didn't even think about a good snap cap. Yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, oh man, there's I need to go back and watch this later and write down stuff, because it's there's some stuff I there's so many great answers out there. And I'm yeah, I didn't even think about that. So awesome stuff. So how about you, VAO?
Well, boy, there's just a lot of good commentary going on out there in the side chat. A lot of things that are so important to our shooting experience, and many of those I would piggyback on. But I'll bring up one that's important to me that hasn't been talked about, and this will pertain mostly to handguns, of course, coming from Viejo, and that would be your stocks or grips, if you prefer that terminology. When you buy a firearm new, a revolver, let's say, the stocks that are on there are made like factory ammunition. They're made, factory ammo is made so it'll fit in anybody's gun, and those grips that they put on those firearms, on those revolvers, are made so they'll fit most people's hands, kinda. And most of those don't fit my hands very well at all. And so when it comes to revolver stocks. I'll take for example, because at least one of us in the panel here besides me can relate to this. We'll talk about an end-frame Smith & Wesson revolver. I've got a couple of older ones that are pushing 50 years old now. Some of my, really oldies but goldies. My Model 29 and Model 27. Back in the day, those things came with a nice big presentation style grip with what they call the football cutout, kind of where your left thumb would naturally fall, and that cutout's there really so that when the cylinder swings open, you've got room to eject past those little bit fatter grips, and get all those cases out of there. If they didn't put that cutout there, some of the cases would hang up right there. But it also makes a nice place for that left thumb, at least with my grip, to rest. So I like those. Well, Smith & Wesson started coming out with a much skinnier grip. I mean, it's a stablemate to the skinny blue knife for sure, but they're just a lot thinner. And there's no football cutout out over there, and they're easier and cheaper to make. I don't dislike them, but they don't fit my hand very well. And then this guy up here one time, when he saw that I had a brand new Smith & Wesson Model 57 and 41 mag with those funky new grips, he sent me a pair of older school Smith & Wesson grips that needed some TLC, and those now live proudly on that Model 57 because, to my way of thinking, they fit my hand better. They are not cheap. If you go buy a new set of those grips from Smith & Wesson, they still make them. They're $300. Well, Jamie sent me a pair. He just said, "Here, here yours," and they came out great. But so I don't want to skimp on those. That's the grip that I want. That's the stocks that I want on an end frame Smith & Wesson revolver. I don't like anything else. When it comes to my 1911s, I'm kind of the same way. You know what 1911 grips are. They're about that thin, and I don't have big hands, but they don't feel right in my hands. I prefer a wood grip, finger groove, wraparound style grip. That's what feels good in my hand. Whether it's a good fit or not, that's what I like. Well, I'm fortunate to live close to the Hogue Pro Shop. It's up there in Paso Robles, Tom, if you know where that is. And they will make custom grips for you. And so all but I think one of my 1911s now has grips custom made by Hogue in the wraparound style with the checkering that I want. And they're not cheap either. They're of the same, price frame, depending on the wood that you pick for them. So that's me. I'm going to go with getting a set of grips for your handgun that makes that firearm feel right in your hand when you're holding it out on target. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's a good call.
That's some good stuff. And also, just a reminder, our good buddy Mark over at Brownworks.
Yes.
He makes some great grips. He don't make them for every pistol or whatever, but we brought up 1911s and stuff. He does for those and certain other pistols, and he custom makes stuff for you too. So, that's a great deal. You want that pistol comfortable in your hand, and same way as a rifle too. So good stuff, Walter. So, Mark Thomas, let's jump on over to you, buddy.
Well, I'd like to jump on that bandwagon of belt and holster. Is my audio any better?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, we can hear you good, buddy. Good.
All right.
You're louder.
I plugged in an external mic. Belt and holster, definitely. There is no substitute for good leather belt and a good sturdy holster, but I'm going to go ahead and go with eyewear. And good eye protection, of course, super important. And for some of us, especially, getting up there in the years, having more than one pair. Now I've found that I can get by with a good set of readers, cheap, doesn't have to be a prescription set, but sometimes they're good for up close and handgun. But if you're going to be doing rifle and, doing something more long range, you might want to consider a different prescription or different level of magnification, because that distance between what you have on a handgun versus what you have on a rifle makes a big difference. And even if you can't see the target clearly, if you can see those sights clearly, that makes a huge difference. And well, it's something I've experienced here in the last 2 years that I've learned well. So if not good holster and belt, definitely good eyewear.
Yeah, that's definitely great stuff there too, because I don't know why, just like I can never find the last piece of brass laying on the ground, every one of my glasses gets a scratch right in front of my eyeball. My safety glasses. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're gonna get one scratch on your safety glasses, and they're gonna be right in front of your eyeball, and nothing is more aggravating than having that. And so if you can't see what you're shooting at, Mark, that is a great point. I mean, if you can't see what you're shooting at, then your chances kind of went downhill. So anyway, good stuff, everybody. So Ron Wayne, let's move right on down to you, buddy.
Can I just pass? Being toward the back of the line always makes it a little more difficult. But no, all these are great things, and I'll just agree with most everybody on that. With the optics, holsters, grips, all that stuff, and I can't honestly think of anything different because people took my ideas.
Well, maybe we should ask Minnie.
Nice, I picked safety select. I thought I left it open for everybody. Come on, let's go, Mark.
I appreciate that, Bubba. Ron, how about a wife who knows how to run a camera?
Yeah. Exactly.
One thing
I was thinking
Mark, go ahead, Mark.
I was thinking of having a good supply of cookies when you go to the range.
Yeah.
There's that.
I was just going to say that, and he took it in from me. So,
well, maybe we should ask Minnie Wayne.
No, really. Honestly, I have to say, like, if I could think of anything else, would be a good range bag, because, like, I used a cheaper range bag for a long time and never really gave thought to a better one. And one had come my way, and I've never looked back because of the features and how it applies to me. Now, given I am a content creator, yes, it does help. But, even if I wasn't, a range bag is a very useful tool to keep you organized and keep, a certain level of safety too. So it's always good to find your stuff, in an instant. So I would go with that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a really good point that I wasn't even thinking about, Ron, because like you have a range bag and you got a few different compartments on that and everything. And, you're 30 minutes, an hour away from your home, and all of a sudden your optic, got a little loose or whatever.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
going to kind of ruin your day if you don't have some of the stuff that you need right there.
Yeah, you could talk all night about the stuff, keep a ramrod in there, keep extra earplugs and so on. So yeah, I would lean on that for sure.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. So
You gotta be writing a book on all this stuff, you guys. There's so much good stuff coming out of this.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to go back and watch the rewind and write some stuff down.
Right.
So, Moondog, what besides a good camera, what else did you like? Did you not skip on?
Yeah, well, I don't think most folks are going to be filming as much as we are over at the range. And I was Jamie, I was going to also chime in on scopes and not being a snob, and I just wanted to show what my first scope was, and it's a Tasco 4-power made in Asia sometime in the 80s. So I've graduated.
Let's do that.
So yeah, the Tasco.
Yeah.
This is off of my Glenfield 60, which is the Sears version of the Marlin 60. So I still have this, And so this foggy little bit was what I considered to be, a nice high quality optic when I first started shooting. So get get a good optic that you can afford. But yeah, I'm glad I've hit quite a few targets with this, mind you. So get as good of an optic as you're able to afford. I would repeat what Jamie has said, but to come up with something different for everybody else, I'd have to say Ear Pro, and
yeah.
I think it's important because one of the things I grew up, just with just sticking wax in my ear going to the range.
What'd you say?
Yes, exactly. But it's something you don't think about when you're a kid, and but you don't any hearing loss, and I'm sure DJ can chime in on this as well. Anything you lose with your hearing, it never comes back. You sort of gain it back. So it's really important, especially as we're raising kids. You can never have too much noise reduction. And when I go to the indoor range, not only am I wearing the outdoor electronic earmuffs, but I stuff foam underneath that, just because those typical ear protections only reduces the sound by 23 decibels. And if you're shooting indoors with somebody shooting a 44 Magnum next to you, ported, you're getting a lot of sound next to you, much more than the person shooting it who's behind the barrel. So don't skip out on ear protection. Make sure you look at that NR noise reduction rating on there. And here's the other thing is, if you're getting electronic earmuffs, there's a big difference between cheap, and I started with Caldwell's, it's like there were $20. But the difference between that and some higher end ones, and some of the higher end ones are just a brand name that you're paying for, and the sound quality I didn't find was any better. But the hard thing is, you can't just go to the store and try them out. You can try them out for comfort, and so that's really important because you want to make sure you have a nice seal on them. But most places, if you're going to Cabela's or somewhere, or any place, you're not at the range, so you can't really tell how it's going to sound. And they're not really keen on letting you borrowing them and coming back. I didn't like these, but some places will let you return them. So make sure you try them out. But best of all, if you could go to the range, make some friends and ask them to try out theirs, because I really found when I took the time to actually ask some of the buddies at the range, hey, those are new, or those are different than my Ear Pro. Can I try yours out? And it's kind of weird, I know, but you'll find that the other brands function and other models function so much different than the ones you have. Some of them aren't going to do better, but some of them you might find one that's like almost a game changer. So I would recommend not totally cheaping out. The Caldwells, they worked well enough, but they I think you could do a little bit better than the cheapest Ear Pro that you find.
Yeah, especially if you've got somebody beside you with like a 7-inch barrel on an AR and they're shooting 300 blackout, and they got a muzzle brake the size of Gonda on it. Because then it's just boom.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's somebody spitting fireballs right beside you.
Here's one for you, Moondog.
What do you got there?
This I've had this scope since 1980, and it is a Tasco 4x32.
Okay, so that's like the big brother of this one. This is like a 4x20.
It's made in Korea. This is number 663A, Korea A557. And this lived on my 35 Remington deer rifle I changed it this year.
Wow. So okay.
It was on that rifle for 40 years. And say what you want to about Tasco, but this is old enough to have Japanese glass in it.
And it lasts. I mean, and it held 0. So, everybody's being really prissy with scopes nowadays. Like old scopes, they worked, and when they worked forever.
Well, I replaced this with a Leopold 2x7 V2 Leopold, So it's almost as old as this one, but it's got a little more range and a little bit lower power and more higher power as well. One thing I didn't hear anybody say, and Ron, this one was one that you could have jumped all over, is rifle rests and bags. You know, if you're going to be shooting any kind of distance, you've got to be stable and you've got to be have your rifle secured. And so, yeah, I was gifted a Caldwell the Rock for a front rest, and that thing is awesome. Thank you,
Nice.
Jason Stewart. Love you, brother. So that thing, and I'll be getting another rear bag soon. But I use a cold tack rear bag, squeeze bag,
Mm-hmm.
and I really love that setup. But after shooting his gun on his rest and bag, his rear bag particularly is what I mean, the thing just sits there. You've got to be comfortable, and that's one thing that everybody said in here, whether it's talking about Pat with your walking, garage guy with his dry fire practice, DJ particularly with the belt. Now, everybody is talking about stuff that makes you feel comfortable pulling that trigger. Walter with the grip thing. I mean, everything everybody said was about making yourself comfortable and confident when you're doing your shooting. And with that, we still hadn't heard Hillbillies.
Yeah, that's true.
Gary, we are getting a little static. I don't know. It might be from an earbud or something. But man, on mine, there's so much good stuff that's already been said. For me, either if it's iron sights or optics, I mean, I'm a firm believer that you need to be comfortable agreeing with all you guys, in your gun, everything that everybody's been said, all the way from magazines, blah, blah, blah. But for me, one of the most important things, really, if it's iron sights or an optic that you use, I'm just going to have to say, like, if you can't see, get a good aim at what you're shooting at, then you're kind of going backwards, So, you might have a crappy trigger, but you can work through that. But if you can't see what you're shooting at, that's a big plus for me, especially now that I have more trouble with my eyesight and stuff. And yes, I do need to get to the eye doctor guy and or girl or whoever, and probably get some new glasses. I don't wear glasses when I'm out shooting, only for up close. But as I find out, I'm having a little more trouble, seeing and stuff. And hey, Ames, he's in here. Sorry, wife's looking for her dog. And anyway, so yeah, man, being able to be comfortable with that, firearm and being able to see what you're shooting, that's really a big deal in my book. Not everybody gets, woke up by the chickens, whatever, at 3:00 in the morning and run outside in your underwear and take a shot at a coyote. But if you can't see with your sights, you might as well just stay inside. You might as well just run outside and yell or jump up and down because you're not going to be able to get a good shot off. And hopefully none of us would ever need or have to had that in a self-defense deal, but it kind of comes down along in the same deal. You have to see what you're going to be aiming at. And so, yeah, that's probably something that I don't skimp on, a whole lot. Try not to. But yeah, Colt says, well, that's why you need Filato, spray and pray. Oh man. So anyway, that's a lot of great stuff out here tonight, guys. I mean, and girls, I mean, some great stuff. But we have some giveaways to get to. And we have, let's go ahead and do the monthly giveaway. And so before, let me go ahead and show what they will be winning. I thought, well, if we bring in a new giveaway for Guns, Beer, and Therapy, let's bring in a new giveaway for the monthly drawing. So anyway, this is what whoever wins the monthly drawing this month, it will win this. And I thought, man, that just kind of screams America. And I kind of like the blade on it and everything. So I'm like, let's give this thing away this month. So anyway, whoever wins the monthly giveaway will win this. So also let me go ahead and pull up the giveaway wheel. Apologize here, guys. Oh no, stop. Hit the button on the giveaway wheel. So hang on a second. Okay. I got that fixed. So this is for the month of March. Like I said, the only thing you need to do to get into this monthly giveaway is be subscribed to Hillbilly Up, and then on any of my videos, you comment in your comments somewhere. It don't matter. I want to win, and your name gets put down. You get a little check mark beside your name for every time you do, and we have 147 entries.
Wow.
This month. So you can do it more than once. I mean, I put out 5 videos, you can get 5 entries. You just, you can't do it twice on one video because I'll catch that. But anyway, so let's see who wins this new night.
There's the Andy Warhol wet dream. Look at that thing. Dear God. Is one color going quicker than the other? What's going on here? There we go.
So it says number 8. So I want to pull up my book here just so everybody knows. All right. So as you can see here, I have people's names written down, and number 8 would be Dale Pogue because he commented 28 times, and as you can see there, everybody else has commented. You are also in this. So anyway, Dale Pogue is the winner tonight for that night. Congratulations, buddy.
Nice work, Dale.
Congrats, Dale.
Pays to be diligent.
Woohoo! Write this down here. And I appreciate each and every one. Have you seen all those check marks on there? I mean,
that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that are just diehard. They comment on every video, and I really, really appreciate it tonight, or each and every day. And that you guys comment, and plus it gives me time to respond back to you guys. And Boomstick, he always cracks me up. He's always got something funny on there. So it's always a joy to read each and every one of those. So anyway, there's Dale Pogue right there. So Dale, send me an email at actually I need to change this banner anyhow. At American Hillbilly Up at gmail.com, and we'll get that sent right out to you. So see, hang on, I got some private chats here I guess evidently missed out on. Okay. So anyway, let's get those hashtags in, and let me go over and double check this. Oh boy. Don't tell me this thing's gonna give me trouble tonight. It worked last week just fine. We had 10 people on. Okay. I thought StreamYard had taken care of it.
I'll duck out for a minute, Hillbilly.
I'm
Yeah, I was
very
gonna say,
sorry. I'm gonna have to
out.
ask one of you to leave the panel because
Yeah, he'll pop
we
out.
still don't.
No
have that
worries.
taken.
I could drop off because it's getting late. I got church tomorrow.
Yeah, me too, man.
I can bow out. It's all good.
Well, we don't want everybody to have to jump off here.
The panel's going to evaporate.
Yeah. So who did we lose there? We lost somebody already.
Viejo and Pat dropped.
You lost two people.
Like almost immediately. It's like they had a plan or something. I don't even know.
Well, let's go ahead and let me pull this up again real quick. We'll do the spin that way. They can jump back on, and then we'll also. I know Jamie Moondog most usually has to get out of here early anyhow, so let's do this. And okay, guys, it works, but it only shows 9 entries. So I know there's way more than 9 entries out there. So we'll give you all a few minutes. Please type in HBN 72 again. Even though if you already did it, I apologize for this. It's kind of beyond my control. And make sure you get entered in the Skinny Blue Knife giveaway. I want to if I say on accident Skinny Black Knife, it's the Skinny Blue Knife.
We know what you're talking about.
We can just say SBK. We just say SBK from now on because it's the same thing. Skinny Black.
Yeah.
SBK from the SBK will live on forever. And
so, Jamie, would you care to call out the side chat that's typing in hashtag HBN72? We did not go through that tonight.
Yes, sir, I will.
Thank
I'll
you.
be glad to. And I still don't have an up arrow, but I can scroll up there. All right. Viejos out there. Let's see. We got Michael Dunn. I hope I went back far enough. Three Jeep Discoveries out there. Chris Wedgeworth, Colt 1927, Gizzard Gary, Guns and Water. Bubba Triclops Ballistics is on the panel. Michael Dunn, Tommy Boy, Walter Viejos out there. Moondog Goes on the panel as well. Artac and Daughters, hey buddy. Colt 1927, Fluffy, 10mm Jeep Guy. Keith Gregory, Info Bros. Nutty 357, Defense Dad, Ozzy Osborne. Chris Wedgeworth again. Nicholas Family Adventures, myself. Pat in the Bunker, Boomstick Revenge. Michael Dunn, DJ Play Nice, Stuffer 426, Nutty 357, 3 Jeep Discovery, Alaska 1 Andy, Ron 2A Matters, Dwayne 7834 is out there. Rich White, Dale Pogue. 3 Jeep Discovery again, Rich B. Mark Thomas is on the panel. Gun Hobo 62B. Minnie Wayne, hey. Dwayne 7834, Tim S. I know Colt. Thanks, buddy. Colt 1927. Dwayne 7834 is out there. Garage Guy 879 is on the panel as well. Artak and Daughters. And let's see. Let me scroll down to the bottom. And that's all I saw. And if I didn't call your name, I apologize profusely.
Profusely.
Well, we have like 48 people in here and only 34 entries, guys. So, anyway, let's. Dang it. My up arrow don't work either, Jamie. So.
Now you know what I've been talking about for weeks and weeks.
Yeah, Gary says I can enter again.
Yeah, Jamie, you got a surprise coming in the mail you don't know about that it's going to help your up arrow. Gary says I can enter again. Awesome.
There's Mr. Bob got in there.
Yeah.
You know what? I was going to actually send Jamie a giant up arrow in the mail. And they all came back defective. They kept pointing down. I couldn't get it.
I believe on Georgia Shooting Connection, wasn't Walter that had a big poster of a up arrow for you or something, Jamie?
Yeah.
Oh man. So anyway, let's go see who is going to be the winner of the Skinny Blue Knife this week. So you literally are making history, whoever wins this. I mean, this thing, it really is wound tighter than an 8-day clock, no doubt about that, because it's been okay. Let's see. Let me get my arrow in the right place here. All right, let's see who the winner is for the very first Skinny Blue Knife on Guns, Beer, and Therapy.
Pat in a bunker.
Oh, now, Pat, it only counts if we see a comment out there if you're still here.
He's in the back chat. He's in the back chat. Pat, did you win? Pat, are you here? Pat.
Yay!
I pulled it back up here.
Great. No, that's awesome because my wife has the skinny black knife, and now I have the skinny blue knife, and now we're gonna go Star Wars on each other and not actually kill each other, but you know, I've got the Luke Skywalker, so I'm good, and so she's the dark side. So, which I think she.
I don't know. I'll let the panel call this. Pat never commented out there in the side chat, so should we give it to him? Or
yes, I did. Yes, I did.
We did.
Well, I would go search the comments and Pat to make sure, except for I don't have an up arrow to scroll up.
Oh my gosh.
First world problems. First world problems.
There it is. Walter.
Thanks, Walter.
Click.
Well, thank you, Hillbilly. I appreciate that. Now I've got the matching set. So that's totally
awesome.
Totally awesome.
One down.
Dang, what else do you need, man? You got the red shoes, you got the matching set of skinny knives, you know, karma is coming your way, man. Tomorrow you're gonna be a brand new pickup out in your parking lot.
Woo!
No, I did that once. I
Okay,
did that once.
that was enough.
No, I won a
Oh
pickup
my goodness.
about 6 years ago.
I do want to say this: if Moo doesn't win it before I do, my first knife I win is going to Moo. Just saying. Since he's a Lions fan,
Right.
I don't know why he is.
I'm the first winner. I can't let it go. So I got to keep that one.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, Hillbilly. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, make sure you email me, and I'll get that sent out
Will
to you,
do.
brother. Congratulations
Congrats,
on
man.
winning.
Well, thank you, guys.
That's okay.
Thanks, Moon Dog.
Everybody else is gonna get a chance to win the Skinny Blue Knife. So, anyway, I mean, you literally can, if your wife stole yours, your Skinny Black Knife, and you get the blue one, you're like, nah, 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 nah.
I think she's gonna steal that one.
He's going to steal both.
Yeah,
of
and
them.
then she's probably gonna beat you up and take that one. But
She's
No,
going
that
to
one's
dual
staying
wield.
on my hip from now to eternity.
He's going to dual wield it, man. I'm telling you right now, you're losing out on this one.
Watch this, Pat.
Oh, good Lord.
Works fine every time.
Yeah, and I got to do that once. And now that one's gone.
Oh, you just don't show this one to her. All right, that's what you do. You
Exactly.
hide it. You hide it.
Exactly.
Unless you want to trade back.
Unless she really
No.
does have force powers, in which case she's going to know you're lying, and she's going to be like, "Get a new knife," and it's over.
Now,
She has many powers over me, and that one, I will hide it in the boot. I will hide it. Yeah, I'm not going to go any further than that, but yeah, I will hide it.
oh, Pat, Chris is flexing out there a little bit on you.
Yes, I know. I know.
Oh, he's the
Because-
first one on Guns, Beer, and Therapy.
Yes, he is the
Yes,
first
exactly.
one on Gun, Bear, and Therapy.
Oh no! Here she comes. She heard it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, I won the Skinny Blue Knife.
Why'd you say it? Why'd you say it?
You blew it, man.
What
You
did you
had
just talk about, man?
You blew it.
If I may quote the only thing our idiot president has ever said that made me laugh. Come on, man.
You had a chance to duck community property, man.
Oh, okay. I just got an update. It's the wrong side, she said. I'm on the wrong side since I've got the skinny. She is the dark side. I knew it. I knew it.
So Pat, tell her to look in the screen here.
Oh.
Man.
Come on. Ashley, come down here. Come take a look at it.
Yeah, you
She's-
won't be
she's
on
coming
screen.
back down the bunker.
I'm full screen, so.
Full screen. R2D2. That one's mine.
So which one do you want, girl?
Nice.
He says, which one you want, girl?
I like my black one.
You like the black one?
You know what? You might be safe. All right, you
But
lucked
definitely make
out.
him missing too, because he has a habit of losing knives anyway.
You copped out and immediately admitted to getting a new knife. When we tried to warn you not to do that, and she's just like, "I don't want the blue knife. It's okay." You got lucky. You got lucky, Pat.
Yeah. Yeah, I got lucky. Now I'm just gonna have to put a chain on it so that way it stays attached to my head.
Dale had a good idea. Just tell her she won.
Yeah, tell her what she won, man. Right?
That's essentially what he just did.
Oh, God, congrats, actually. Thanks, Colt.
In the South, we just say, bless his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie, you're about right on the money. You're right on the money.
When we're off the air sometime, I'll explain what that really means.
I know, brother. I know.
All
With
right.
that,
before
guys,
we-
I'm going to say good night to y'all, and
Yeah.
I'm going to go get in the bed and get ready for Sunday school in the morning. And thank you all for having me. And
Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for being here, being a good sport about and displaying your everyday carry knives there for us.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't even know where those came from, but I appreciate spending time with you guys, and I'll catch you next week.
Good to
Well,
see you.
Jamie,
Good
why don't
night,
you go ahead
Jamie.
and plug
See you,
what
Jamie.
you got coming up, brother?
Just I've got so many videos I got to make, but I got to have time to do it. The past month or so has been really hectic on me and the family, and
Oh, I imagine.
it's I got a bunch of videos that I want to make, and hopefully y'all come watch them when I get them done. And Friday nights at 8 o'clock we do Georgia Shooting Connection. And one thing I'll say before I leave, you asked me to call out the side chat, but you've got the greatest voice on YouTube sitting right over there, not doing anything. So, what do you think about that, DJ?
I don't know, man. Like your voice is one that I want to hear for that. Why don't we put it to like a poll vote or something like that? Maybe if Hillbilly is down with that, and we don't have to do that tonight. But I appreciate the acknowledgement, man. I do.
Cool, brother. Good night, y'all.
Sit over here
Night,
beside
Jamie.
me.
Not
Go
Jamie.
easy,
Jamie.
man.
Buddy.
There we go. I moved DJ
Night, buddy.
over so he can sit beside you there, Hillbilly.
So,
Well, that's my cue.
oh, go ahead, Mark.
in DJ's defense, he does the call out in Brooks' chat.
Yes.
Does a fine job.
Oh
And,
man, yes, he does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
no doubt about that. And
I'm going to
we
step
got
out too.
Gizzard Gary back in here.
Welcome back.
So, Mark,
Hey, man.
welcome back, Gary. You want to go ahead and plug your channel, whatever you got coming up before you jump out of here? And I know Moondog's got to jump out of here too. So,
Yeah, me and Moondog both. I don't have much to plug. If I get a chance, I'm going to try to make the trip down to the range tomorrow. I got a new 45 Colt revolver and a
oh, nice.
36 caliber cap and ball that just picked up in the last week or
Ooh.
so. We're going to try to get them down to the range, put a few rounds through them. I got a few other things to test out, but I don't know. We'll see if it happens.
Is the weather
Thanks for
okay
having-
over there?
Yeah, actually, today was really windy. Tomorrow's supposed to be much better. Nice and warm, good spring weather. Let's see. We'll just see what we get to do. Good night, everybody. Thanks for having me. Been a pleasure. Great
Good to see you,
side
Mark.
chat. Good night.
Well, thank you,
Good night,
Mark.
Mark.
Good night, Mark.
Have a good one, brother.
Appreciate you.
Long life.
So, Moondog, you're up next, buddy. I know you got stuff you got to do for church tomorrow too. So, what you got coming up, buddy? And I have a suggestion.
Yes,
Or
sir.
challenge, maybe. So how that scope you shown earlier, your very first scope,
Oh, yeah, this one?
would you compare that to the Panzer? in the video?
Well, let's see here.
I don't even seem fair.
The
actually.
Panzer's got is the Panzer over here? Oh no, so this is a Banshee. But the Panzer, which I don't have handy with me, is well over twice the magnification power of this little high quality optic here. But the Panzer is an excellent optic from Monstrum, which makes some of the best budget optics that I've tested. And for maybe it's not combat tested, but I've taken Monstrum scopes to the range, and I've yet to have one that lost zero. That isn't to say that I've got a sample of one, but so far all of the scopes I've tested have just done really well. and I've done some abuse tests on them that like dropping them unintentionally onto the concrete floor over at the range while I was futzing around with them, and they work just fine. So I've been happy with them, but I am. Thank you for reminding me there, Hillbilly. One of the things that is still coming up is I am giving away this baseball bat of a scope. A new one. This is a Discovery EDPRS scope. So for those of you who are into long range shooting or want to get into long range shooting, you could practically touch your target at 1,000 yards with this thing, just from the sunshade. But yeah, it is a 19-inch long scope with an additional 3-inch sunshade on this thing, and this thing is a beast. But it is one of the sharpest scopes I've tested, and they're letting me give one away at the end of the month. So that go to moondogindustries.com/contest for details on that. All you have to do is subscribe to my new travel channel, which is YouTube /@moondoggo, which is just like the name that I put on for this panel. One of the things is, for some of the folks out there who entered the contest, they sent me a screenshot of my normal channel, my normal guns channel, which is Moondog Industries, which is great. I'm glad that you're subscribed, but the contest does require that you take a screenshot of Moondog Go and send it to me. Today I contacted everybody. I think there's about 12 or 14 individuals who sent the wrong screenshot. So I contacted them and asked them to resubmit using the correct rules. So you can find the rules at moondogindustries.com/contest.
Well,
so
everybody out there, the Blue Ranch, that, by the way, that's a 10mm ranch that you got out there. Would you guys please post Moondog Go, and then also the moondogindustry.com contest that I have scrolling on the banner. And I mean, to be honest with you, it kind of hurts to do all this advertisement for him, because I mean, I really want to win that. And so the more you guys enter that, it just
it makes it harder to wait for you to win. Hillbilly.
So, but yes, go over there and check him out. Get in that contest. And actually, when you get on to moondogindustries.com/contest, he has really good, like, clear directions, that says, you need to send a screenshot that you're subscribed to Moondog Go and everything. And I mean, this hillbilly can do it. Anybody else can do it. So anyway, but appreciate you so much, Moondog. But yeah, I would suggest, so I was just sitting here thinking while you was talking. So your old scope, we do my very first budget scope, and then against my son's very first budget scope, and show what has changed, because that Panzer is probably not a whole lot more money than what you gave for your first scope. Maybe what, double?
Well, I mean, if you're also factoring in the inflation, right?
So, yeah, of course. That's what I mean. Compared to people making $3.50 an hour, $4 an hour minimum wage, to whatever it is.
Now it's 20 in here in California.
Yeah. How much is it in California?
They just passed it. It's $20 an hour.
You're kidding.
No.
Work the drive-through at McDonald's for $20 an hour.
And hopefully McDonald's will get the cheese underneath the bun on top of the hamburger meat for $20 an hour now.
Oh my god! It's my goodness. I remember working minimum wage at the Kmart for, I think it was $3.25 an hour when I got my first job.
My first job was minimum wage was $2.75 an hour. Yeah. So
you gotta wonder why everything's so expensive here.
Yeah. See, you could do the math. Okay, now your son can make how many times more per hour compared to what you were making. And so I bet you probably paid more for your first scope than what your son could for that Panzer now.
Minimum
for sure.
wage.
And I think it would be a really cool comparison. I mean, that would be really cool to watch. to see how far it has come, and especially that is such a budget friendly scope that just works. I mean, I don't have one. I'm not getting, I'm not like pushing them because of that, because I watched his video and I'm like, well, I'll just let Bubba answer this. Was it worth the Panzer worth the quality of that other high dollar scope, buddy?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. I'm waiting on the next build before I put this on anything for right now. Either that or I'm waiting on the 350 Legend to come back in.
Yeah, put in a nice heavy recoil, because I want to see that thing perform.
I might, you know what? I might actually take the one off the 450 Bushmaster and see how it does.
Ooh, okay.
I might take it off the 450 and put it on there and see how
There
we
you
do.
go.
I haven't done a video on the 450 Bushmaster yet.
There's an excuse right there. Perfect excuse.
Yeah, perfect, absolutely perfect. I got some rounds I got to try out anyway.
Yeah.
That's I'll go for it.
Let her buck, Bubba. Let her buck.
Let her buck.
We should do, hey, Bubba, do that, and we'll do let's do a collab on that.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen. Have a good night, and for everybody else, if you're in my neighborhood, I'll see you at church tomorrow morning.
All right, buddy. Thanks for
See you,
being
Moondog.
on.
All right, thanks everyone. Have a good night.
Good night.
Night, brother.
Dale Pogue says his first job was $3 a day, and that's for a 10-hour day. Dang.
Wow. They're still paying $8 an hour out here. I don't even know how. Like how do you keep a business right now? How do you keep employees at $8 an hour?
$1.25 an hour in 1974.
10 years after that, I was making $3.35. So I feel like I made out like a bandit, but I felt poor every day I was working it.
Yeah.
That $20 an hour thing out here in California is already backfiring. The smaller outfits are closing their doors. The pizza places can't make it, and so neither can the pizza delivery people. They're all out of work. The McDonald's, all those guys are looking at trying to get more and more automated stuff in. So they've shot themselves in the foot literally over that one. It was the dumbest. Well, it's not the dumbest move that California's made. It's right up there with all the rest of the dumb moves they've made, though. Not going to work, boys. Putting people out of work.
Yes. It's $15 an hour here in Virginia, minimum wage, and fast food restaurants. They got these I guess you call kiosks, where you just go up and punch in your order and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the drive-throughs are constantly backed up. They don't have the people to staff it. They can't afford to pay them.
Yeah.
Here's the funny thing. All right, so Papa John's, Domino's, and Pizza Hut out here, their delivery drivers make $20 to $25 an hour. Okay, the delivery drivers, and they still have the nerve to ask for a tip. I am sorry, but when you make $7 more than I do an hour, you're not getting a tip.
You should tell them you should give
to me at all. You make more than me. As a
you
matter of fact,
tell them to give you a tip. You make more money than I do. Give me a tip, buddy.
Yeah, give me a tip. The tip is don't buy my pizza. Is what it should be.
Yeah.
Come and pick it up.
Yep.
So up next, guys, I'd like for DJ Pat and Gary give like a quick little go through about what's going on the banner, because coming up we have Thunder on the Prairie, and as June 1st and 2nd, and you can contact Travis P11 or Defense Dad, and actually you don't really have to contact them. You can go on to their channel. There's plenty of information on how to get involved in that. So Gary, let's start with you, and we'll just work our way up through there. Tell a little bit about that, because I'm planning on going this year, and I'm looking forward to it tremendously. So,
well, I've been the last 2 years, both the years they've had it. It's a great time. Now it's a weekend. It's spent at Nebraska Shooters, which is just outside of Firth, Nebraska, which is down in southeast Nebraska, and they've got They've got one of the nicest ranges you've ever seen. It's got a 22 range. It's got a rifle range, pistol range, shotgun range. Plenty of room for everybody to shoot. Now, last year, the way they did it is Saturday they had a competition, kind of a fun competition where everybody got to go through various stages. We shot ducks with 22 pistols. We shot 22s at golf balls hanging off a string. We shot rifles across a pond. Let's see, just a little bit of everything. We shot a hostage target. I don't even remember it all, but we had a fun competition there. Cookout for lunch. There's donuts and stuff like that. We usually go out and eat dinner at nights and stuff. Just a good time. Then the next day we spend doing videos and stuff like that. You can set up your own video and stuff, and there's range officers all over the place. So safety, there's safety all over, so nobody gets hurt. Uh, so it's about the safest place you could be. The owners are awesome. Uh, so good chance to spend time with fellow YouTubers, gun tubers, and stuff like that. Maybe get to meet some of the people you've been watching on YouTube and stuff like that, and make some new friends and stuff like that. So I don't want to take up all the time because there's a couple more people who can talk on this.
Yeah, we'll just go right on up to you guys, Pat or DJ, whoever wants to go next.
Oh, go ahead, DJ.
So Gary gave you the overview of high quality, and that doesn't leave much for me to say. But I live in Omaha, Nebraska. Firth is just south of Lincoln, about a half an hour, about 30 miles. You can make it to Firth. Omaha is a little over an hour. To give you some distance ideas there and time for travel. Airports in Omaha. Lincoln has it's a regional. But you can catch puddle jumpers into there for sure. Amtrak stations. Yeah, I guess I'm covering the transportation. If you got any questions about anything else that's local to Omaha, yeah, kick me a line, ask me a question. I've got the answers likely, or I can find them for you. That's what I got. Pat, what do you got?
Oh, what I got, we had a whole bunch of drawings and stuff that you're automatically entered in when you sign up to do all the shoots and everything, and it's just a total random drawing. I've been lucky enough personally, the last 2 years in a row, I've won uppers, and this year they have 3 uppers to give away. Not 1, not 2, but 3 uppers to give away this year with range finding scopes from Bear Creek. They've got Monstrum scopes and rings and everything to give away. Mead Ammo. Mead Ammo is sponsoring the whole shoot just like they've done the last couple years. And guys, let me tell you, it's been fun because we've had everything from beer tastings. That was a blast on a Friday. Was that Friday or Saturday night? I can't remember, but it was a good time regardless.
That was Friday night, I think.
Yeah, that's when we all got there. That's when we all got there. The bunkhouse is full this year. We've got twice as many people showing up this year from the time before, and it's doubled every single year. So it's going to be a good time, y'all.
So how many are coming this year, Pat?
It's double the amount from last year.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact number, but I was talking to Defense Dad, and he said it was going to roughly be double from last year.
Cool.
So if everybody shows up, if everybody if everybody can make it and everything with the time slots and everything, but yeah, it's going to be a good time, folks.
So yeah. Dale's asking, where is this? And so like Gary lives in Kansas, so maybe like, you can explain this, Gary, because like Pat, we know Pat and DJ's in Nebraska. So I mean, even though you live in Kansas, I mean, can you explain kind of like where this is and like how it don't take very long to get there? It's very well
Well,
located.
I am an hour straight south of Topeka, Kansas. And so it is roughly 3 hours and some change north of me. And I think a little bit west, but once you get into Nebraska, but it's basically a straight shot north through Topeka all the way up to the Nebraska border. And then there's a few meandering country roads you have to take the last 15, 20 miles or so to get to Firth. But it's a real quick trip from where I'm at. So, yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
As far as
Man,
where it is, the all the way down to the finest detail, it's at Nebraska Shooters. If you type that in, you'll get their website, no problem. And yeah, Firth is like a not a bad drive from Lincoln. So pulled up on a map, it's a lot of straight lines, man. And by the time you need to pull off a highway to go to secondary roads, it's simple turns to get there. I don't remember how many it is, maybe 2 kind of thing. So check it out and come on down for real. Nebraska's great.
Yep.
Yeah, I will say that I had never been to the state of Nebraska before 2 years ago, the first time I went to Thunder on the Prairie. And I will tell you, everybody I know that came from out of state, we were treated just like we were locals. I tell you what, friendly people. Um, it's a rural community. A lot of most of the places we went out to eat, except maybe 1 or 2, were small town restaurants and stuff like that. And the local flavor is just excellent. We have lots of fun there. So unless you're afraid of a good time, you know, you should come definitely. We the part of the funnest part to me is most of the people who go will share the guns that they bring. So not only do you get to shoot your guns, but you can maybe shoot somebody else's gun. Like Pat's last year, I shot one of his. Was Mosin, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd never shot one before, but I got a chance to shoot one at Thunder on a Prairie. So stuff like that goes on all the time. So if you want
yeah,
to shoot something you've maybe never had a chance to shoot, there's your chance.
And no,
Travis P11 did put out. Somebody put out a link to that video he put out. I believe it was today, wasn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff that's going to be there for free giveaways. Just, I mean, there's more coming, but that's just from what Bear Creek Arsenal sent, and so maybe like the first of next month we can get Travis and Defense Dad on here too, and some of you guys that's going. And what really is cool about this, not only can you meet several people that are creators, but also if you're a creator yourself, you guys want to talk about that. So if you are a video creator, or like Justin Grimm's going there this year, from Iowa, and he is planning on starting a channel. That's, I believe, from what he said, that's going to be some of his first footage that's going to go up. So if you guys want to, one or two of you, bring up something a little bit about, if you go, you take your camera, are you going to be able to film some videos?
oh yeah,
Yeah, go for it, Gary.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, most certainly. And if you need help, I'm sure there'll be enough people, me for one, who wouldn't mind helping to. I mean, we help each other record videos all the time. Travis helped me record my video, well, a couple of my videos while we were out there at the stand, and he did all the camera work and helped me set up and everything. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. If you need help, or if you don't even have a camera, you need somebody to record you, I'm sure somebody wouldn't mind helping out. I, for one, wouldn't mind helping out at all. So, it's just fun stuff. I tell you what. And
No
you'll
doubt.
get some good content for your channel too.
Yep.
And one more thing about this event, it's cheap. We're not talking $100 a day for a 3-day event. It's not $250. It's so reasonably priced. Go to Nebraska Shooters, check it out.
Well, can we disclose that information on here? Because it's super cheap.
It's super cheap.
Yeah, just go ahead and go hit up Nebraska Shooters, and you will see what the range and everything does. I don't know if YouTube will get pissy about range fees or anything like that. So I'm
It's
just gonna keep
cheaper
my
than a
mouth
steak
quiet.
dinner.
Yeah,
Fair.
it is.
Gary's got it.
It is.
That's enough.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
per day.
Well,
Yep.
Well, put it this
Per
way.
day. It's cheaper.
Put it this way: if you're in California and you're making $20 an hour, you got to work like 1 hour and 5 minutes, or whatever,
Okay.
15 minutes,
Good.
and you'll pay for your
Perfect.
day at the range. You know, so I mean, it is that cheap. So,
Yeah. As far as the range stuff goes, we've had a collab between me and Gary and back and forth. I mean, he shot my Mosin. There was 8 people total that shot the Mosin. It was kind of a mini series that I did, and then Gary brought out his high standard, and that is one of the slickest 22 pistols I have ever shot in my whole entire life. He's brought it 2 years in a row. Absolutely love it, and I've done a video each single time he's brought it. And that's how much I love that.
And it's older than me, and I'm old.
We know Gizzard has high standards. But
It's
another important thing here is Defense Dad throughout. If you want to register to get in, the password is Thunder24. So if you're going to go over there and check that out, you put in password Thunder24, and that'll get you, in there to look at the prices, I assume, and and make a reservation, I guess is what you would call it. So, and also, I know Meat Ammo has been really generous on all that. They provided free ammo for a lot of it, and so, I mean, it's a great deal. Like, if you go up there and say you're leaving a state like that starts with I and you're heading west and you can't take your gun, there's plenty of firearms that people have, and there's some free ammo to shoot too. So I mean, I don't see how you cannot have fun there. I mean, it.
Yeah. And speaking of the Mead ammunition, we will be having one of the top guys coming out from Mead. I'll let him introduce himself when he comes out there. But we will have 2 of the actual ammo manufacturers that actually run the machines, and one of the top guys that is probably going to be out there this year repping the brand. So
awesome.
It's going to be really cool. I've been in contact with him for the last couple months, and he's still planning on coming out. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be neat.
Defense Dad says if you're vegan, bring your own food because we feed you, but it's meat.
Hamburgers and hot dogs.
Heck yeah. And I heard something about donuts in the morning too. So
there'll be donuts.
And
donuts and
coffee. It's worth it for what the daily deal is. By the time you buy donuts and you have hamburgers and hot dogs, that pretty much pays for your way right there.
Oh yeah, Les Bear Customs is sending a rep too. I forgot that.
Oh yeah.
We have, I can't remember all the sponsors. Cleanse Oil, Aegis Gun Care is gonna send some stuff, I believe, this year too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did the link to Defense Dad and Travis P11's videos get dropped in the text chat there?
I did not see them.
Let me take care.
Travis, thanks, Gary.
Literally released a video today of what Bear Creek Arms sent in, and
Yeah, Pat was talking about winning earlier, and you just mentioned Bear Creek. I got a 450 Bushmaster upper as a prize. That was pretty cool. I also just where'd I put them? We were talking about Monstrum optics, and well, I won one of those too, in addition to the one that was on the rifle. And then because Travis, I think, was just being a nice guy, I got this as well. There's also a swag bag. Nobody mentioned that, at least I don't think. And that's stuff that people have contributed. Lots of stuff in there. So like patches, stickers, gauze. I can't even remember what was in that thing. Oh my God, I'm full screen. So I don't even remember what was in that thing, but a lot. And it was both years. So you get a swag bag, you get to hang out with a lot of cool people. And yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah, can you show that stuff again there, DJ? I was a little late pulling you up there. What you just showing?
Oh, well, won this.
Nice.
Won the Monstrum optic, and won another Monstrum optic on top of a 450 Bushmaster upper, which I'll just demonstrate right here.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's great. And I'm really looking forward to this. Honestly, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Get to go out there and meet a bunch of my friends and just have a good time. And
Yes, you will.
And I'll be bringing several different firearms. Not that I'm probably scared if I get stopped. But I'm going down there on the prairie. It's okay.
Yeah, I put the
Well-
links to 3 different videos out there, the details on how to sign up, the merchandise that's available, and the unboxing that came out today. So
And the man who just finished speaking down the bottom row, he won the design contest for what the patches and stickers and stuff were. I think there's a contest for this year's coming as well. So yeah, stay tuned stay tuned for those kind of details. And yeah, Hillbilly, if there's something you'd rather not bring along, you might find it here in Nebraska between the two of us and others. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got to bring the JHP 10 millimeter high point because Travis said that was one gun that went all weekend, never jammed, never gave me any troubles. Last year.
Yeah, until Wayward Son put his foot in his mouth. Remember that, Gizzard?
As far as I know, nobody's going to bring any seltzer unless you bring it.
Oh, well, if I'm filming, yeah, definitely there's going to be seltzer. And
there ain't going to be any of it drank there as far as I know.
I've not.
No.
That's going to have to make a trivia question one time for a winner. How many videos their name like the video where I did not shoot out on the gun range, shoot a hard seltzer, man. That's few and far between. So oh man.
Now just to keep everybody's minds at ease on the range. There's no alcohol out there on the range.
No drinking. And also if you do come and you bring your own pistol, it does have to be holstered like on most gun ranges. Yep. Correct.
Yeah. Yes. Outside the waistband. Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you bring a holster for it.
That or a case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
DJ was showing those optics he won right there. It made me want to show this right here. This is a Vortex Strike Fire 2. Here we go. It's pretty nice. It works. Whole 9 yards.
Nice.
I bought this off a meth head for $20.
Oh no. Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah. Vortex, $20, red dot, works great. I'm going to put it on my I'm going to put it on my Smith & Wesson AR M&P 15 Sport 2. Try it out on that. See how that goes.
Well, I love it.
They hired him where I work at. he didn't last 2 weeks. Come back a few days later after he got fired, saying, "Hey, I need some quick cash." And he come up to me and he said, "Well, you're the guy with the guns. Can you use this right here? What do you give me for it?" I know the damn thing's stolen, but
Jeez.
I mean, it's nice. It's got the flip up protectors right there, lens protectors. Got the mount right there. I said, "I'll give you $20 for it right now." He couldn't hand it to me fast enough. So, but I did keep an ear out for if anybody, had something missing. Never heard nothing. So, yeah, I bought it. I don't feel guilty.
You got to put that on something. You got to call it the Smith and Methson.
Well, there's probably plenty of those around here.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
Anyway, we might have to have a hard seltzer firing squad. Everybody lined up. I've got the perfect video idea. Hard seltzers, everybody lines up, and everybody just shoots at seltzers at Thunder on the Prairie.
Oh,
great big line.
Like Big Sandy?
Mop them all out.
Like Big Sandy, just unleash. Yeah.
That would make my day better. It really would. So, guys, we're coming up on 2 hours here that we've been on. Actually, we're a little over. Man, I had some, a couple more topics. We'll mostly talk about music or something fun. Oh man, what do you? I know some people's had to go to bed in the side chat, so I guess we'll just say those topics. We'll save one of those for next week, unless you guys want to go through one real quick or something. So, DJ, I'll let you call this. If you got a fun, quick music topic or something we can run through real fast, what do you guys think? You guys ready to go to bed, or
I think that I'll have one.
Go for it.
I think that I'll have one saved up or think one up for next week, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, you betcha.
Right on.
What? Sorry, I couldn't fast enough. I'm sorry. that was my stomach. That was my stomach. One of them, anyway.
Hello, viejo.
That's my invitation to Mark Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
Heyo.
Just want to say, we love you, Mark. We love you, Mark.
Let's go ahead and go through the panel real quick then, and we'll let everybody say what they got coming up, and we'll go ahead and call it a night. And, I just love being on here with you guys. When I first started this, I'm like, man, I don't know how we could go an hour of things to talk about or this and that. But now it's like, how do we keep it under 2 hours? Because I'm having so much fun. I mean, honestly, I just love spending the night, Saturday nights with you guys. You guys honestly make my day better. I look forward to it every week, and I thank you all so very much for it. So, Gizzard, let's just start down with you, and we'll work our way over to VL and up to Pat and across the panel. What you got coming up, buddy?
Well, let's see. Of course, I try to get a knife short out every day. Well, at least during the week. I did a video this last week of these two brand new knives from Savivi.
Oh yeah.
So this one here is the Star Flare. So if you're into space, you might kind of like that. It's got the neat little design and stuff like that. And
Looks
then
like that's a vegetable chopping dude
yeah,
right there.
with that Warncliffe blade, this is the blue tick, fairly popular. At least everybody who watched the video, a lot of them
That's the
commented
one
on
I
this.
want.
Nice.
So yeah, two great knives from Civivi. Those are for sale now. Let's see. I've got a members only chat every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Central, and then my weekly live stream Foul Territory is Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central. So and then what else I can think up during the week? So you never know. I might get a bug and decide to do something strange. You never know. So I'm kind of unpredictable that way. So anyway, yeah. Thanks for having me. I sure appreciate it.
Man, thank you so much for being here, buddy. Appreciate you as always. And guys, go over and check out Gizzard Gary's channel and Foul Territory on Friday night, 9 o'clock Central. Same time as this show starts. And right before that, we have Georgia Shooting Connection, and which is Jamie on here, JH586. And then right after Gizzard Show is weekly 2A wrap up with gun websites. So I mean, Friday nights are awesome, and Saturday nights are awesome too. We'll wait till we get to DJ. I think DJ has something plugged for Saturday nights too. So anyway, thank you so much for being here, Gary. So Vale, what do you got coming up, brother?
Well, first of all, thanks as always for the invitation to come and participate with this high class, highfalutin, and high energy group of gun tubers. This is a great place to be on a Saturday night. You know, keeps me off the pole and out of the bars, of course. You know, where that's where I'd be otherwise, I'm sure. So let's see, what do we got coming up? Mondays, I've got that 45 ACP 230 grain round nose bullet shootout going on. We're in about the 6th week of that, and I got another couple months worth of that on Mondays on YouTube. The Rumble channel has Free the Few going on every Friday, and we're up to about episode 28 or so of that coming up this next Friday. We just had that last one out yesterday. And we're doing some trigger pull Thursdays, and I've got a firearm review or two to get kicked out. I've got one that I've been hanging on to because my GoPro camera is giving me fits and is giving me stop motion video. And I said, no, I can't put that out. I got to go shoot again. So I had to go load a bunch more ammo and go shoot that one again Monday. So I think that one with that new Pieta 4440 revolver will actually no, that one's not a Pieta, that's a new Birdie. Evil Roy revolver, nice revolver, shoots good, but I'll try to get that video out Tuesday or so. And then we'll be at Georgia Shooting Connection and right back here next Saturday night.
Well, good to have you, buddy. Appreciate you always being on here. And guys, go check out VAO, great channel. And when he points you over towards his Rumble channel, stuff you can't show on YouTube, go check it out. It's worth the trip over there because that's where there's a lot of good stuff over there. I always enjoy it. So thank you so much, Walter, for being here tonight, buddy. I appreciate you so much. And Pat, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, hopefully in the near future, I got the new Panzer sitting up on top of the 5.56 over there, 110 first focal plane. That's my favorite kind of stuff. I love first focal plane scopes, and compared to everything else for a budget scope, with that new glass that they're starting to run in those Panzers and everything, man, I absolutely love it. I honestly think I hit a home run with that one, thanks to Moondog and Chris from the 740 suggesting that particular scope. But other than that, man, probably do a couple more lives. Probably be in the sprayer or planter and do some more farming lives. So, and I think Walter will definitely appreciate those on that. And I'm trying to get a live birth on channel of some calves. I tried this year to time it out right where I could get the camera and everything and do a poll or something, and it just never did work out right this year. Just because I think everybody knows, everybody needs to know where their food comes from, what us farmers and ranchers, what we have to do to keep these animals alive,
Oh, yeah.
healthy, and everything. And I mean, you know just as well as I do, Hillbilly. Everybody says that we treat these animals like total crap, and you can't. You can't. You have to work as hard as they do, or else you don't get anything in return. So you have to be just as nice to them as they are to you. So it's definitely a symbiotic relationship as far as that goes. So, but other than that, man, just busy. So hopefully that video comes out and here shortly. And thanks for having me on, and thanks to the side chat. Appreciate it. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Pat. Guys, if you not went over and subscribed to Pat on the Bunker, go over there and subscribe to him. You never know where that feller's going to be. He might be Pat on a tractor. He might be Pat on a three-wheeler. Did a great live last week where he's him and his daughter's on three-wheeler going around pulling posts for the electric fence and stuff. And he didn't do another video on that where you had to wind all that back up.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I literally just finished all that up today, and I just it is so boring.
Oh man!
I'd rather punch myself in the you know what than have.
Yeah, when I watched that live, I was thinking, yeah, Pat's showing the fun stuff, going, every so many feet and pulling up the post. It really sucks. You gotta go back there and wind all that stuff back up.
Yeah, it sucks that bad. I won't do a live on that. No.
But guys, go over and check him out and subscribe if you're not already. And appreciate you being here, Pat. So, DJ, what you got coming up? I know you don't have a lot of videos on your channel, but you do so much for this 2A community, and can't say enough about you for what all you do. So, plug whatever you want to plug, buddy. Especially there's so much fun on Saturday nights, even before the show gets started.
You're right about that. And what you allude to, I think at least, is Brooke Cheney's channel. That's a Great Start Shooting School channel. Saturday evenings, conversation about violence prevention, suicide prevention, mental health awareness, resources. There's a lot of good stuff, and it's every Saturday, and it's before Hillbilly. It's an hour before Hillbilly, but check her out. Give her your kind attention. She's doing some really worthwhile work. I'm also going to drop a link. I'll drop hers as well if somebody hasn't already, but I'm dropping a link right now to the X Adam 1 channel. You guys have likely seen him out there in firearms chats, and he's got some videos. Well, he's starting to do lives. Just the last.
Congratulations on winning his first live. I watched that today.
Yeah,
awesome, buddy.
I did. He had a giveaway in his first live, and there were just a few of us, so percentage of my winning was pretty good that one. But he says that he's hoping to do more, and he's enthusiastic, and we need to all be there to support any new channels, any answers we can provide, all the support we can give, encouragement, subs, tell your friends, share a couple of the videos. You in 5 minutes could help to make that channel boom. So let's get that done, right? Until I see everybody else again, be safe, have fun, carry your guns, and rock. I'm out.
Awesome. DJ, if you don't mind, put a link to Brooke's channel and also X Adam 1's, if you don't mind, please, buddy.
Shall do.
Thank you. And thanks so much for being here, guys. Go over there and support DJ. Yeah, he don't have any videos up, but that support as a subscriber really, means a lot to, it just helps out that person. And he does so much behind the scenes for everybody else. So please go over and support him. So Bubba, what you got coming up, buddy? Looked like he had a ski mask on there for a second. I thought
I was gonna put a boggin on and see how I felt with it. I was just like, nah, it feels stupid. Well, my way my internet's been and stuff, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do any lives until we figure out what the heck's going on with that. And this past Wednesday, my work made me go in early, so I wasn't able to do it at all. I got off from work at 9, and they told me they wanted me to come in at 2. So,
oh man,
yeah. Well, I'll talk about that in the after chat. Nobody needs to hear everything that's going on with that. I'll talk in the after chat. But I do have a couple plans for a couple videos, and I'm keeping these kind of secret for right now. I'm not going to say what they are. Again, this is going to have to be something in the after chat, but I think everybody here will get a kick out of it. At least I did. I know I did. Thinking of the stuff. I do have a new upper coming to the channel. I found a 24-inch stainless steel 6.5 Creedmoor upper for a steal of a price. No pun intended on stainless steel and steel. You know what? Intended now. Anyway, got a couple more things. I'm just about done loading up all the 5,000 rounds of ammo that I was loading up for the 10.5 barrel that I got, because I kind of want to prove somebody wrong, but I'm not going to say out loud who it is about how to get 5,000 rounds through a PSA upper, because apparently somebody, and I'm not going to say who, seems to think that 5,000 rounds is not possible through a cheap upper. I'm not going to say who once again. GT. Anyway, I'm going to try to show that off, and this is a even cheaper upper than the one that this particular person was testing. So yeah, I have a little bit of fun with that. And I do, well, now that I got this Panzer, and now that Moondog seems to want to do a collab video, I guess I'm going to have to do a video with the Panzer on the 450 Bushmaster.
There you
See
go.
how that holds up to the 450 Bushmaster recoil, and have a little fun with that. I'm hoping to have some more time. I'm thinking here in the next few weeks, I'm probably going to have a lot more time. But yeah, so hopefully I get that done. Hopefully I get back to doing Wednesday morning chats, because I do miss doing them. It is a lot of fun, and past, what was it, 2 weeks, I haven't been able to stay on here the entire time. This is the first time my internet's been stable for as long as it has so far. So this has been great. I've really missed the camaraderie that we all have as fellow creators and fellow gun enthusiasts. So other than that, guys, stay safe, stay armed, stay 2A strong. Have a fantastic week, and keep getting at it.
Awesome, buddy. Good to have you on here for the whole show tonight, buddy. And guys, go over and check out Bubba, Triclops Ballistic. He was really steady with this. Other than the last few weeks, he had some internet problems, but on Wednesday mid-morning, it's around 10 o'clock Central here. We got the guns, guns.
Good, the bad, and the Bubba. Good, the bad, and the Bubba.
The Good, the Bad, the Bubba live chat, and it is always so fun. I look forward to it every Wednesday. I set my alarm clock on my phone like I do to most lives, and then I'm really so disappointed the last week or two when he ain't done them. I'm like, man, I need some Good, the Bad, the Bubba in my life, So, but yeah, that's awesome. Do that collab. I had Moondog had texted me a while back, said, hey, you got 50 BMG or anybody that does one? Because I'd like to see how that Panzer holds up on one of those. And I'm like, no, I do not have one. But I went to my wife. I'm like, hey, we got a collab going on here. I need to buy a 50 BMG. She's like, how much is that? I'm like, 500-ish. acorns or so, and she's like, nah. I'm like, yeah, I
Go one
agree.
further. I can always get a 50 Beowulf. I mean, that's technically 50 cow. I mean,
yeah. And so I'm like, yeah, Namo's only like 12 cookies a piece or whatever, 8 to 12 cookies a piece. And
Couldn't beat
yeah.
them.
So anyway, yeah, go over and check out Bubba's channel. And hey, good night, Ron. Good to see you, buddy. Guys, there's a lot of great channels, not only on the panel, but also out in the side chat. There's so many good creators out there that are, shooting firearms and just having a good time, supporting our 2A. So, even if you see somebody in the side chat, you can ask. We'll let you know if they have a channel, videos or whatever. But go check them out because there's so much good stuff out there. Anyway, the reason I started my channel is because during the lockdown, we started watching more TV, and I told my wife, I'm like, I'm sorry, but man, a lot of stuff's just garbage. It honestly is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I got watching some YouTube more, and I'm like, geez, there's people on here that have like really good channels. They're fun to watch, and it's good stuff. It's not garbage. And guns and whatever else. And so, we kind of like started watching some of this stuff. And my wife's like, well, won't you do that? And I'm like, what? Nobody would want to watch me being silly. But I guess I was wrong because I've had a few people watch. But anyway, there's just such a great community here that's providing content. And most of it, I mean, really, honestly, what I'd say 97% at least of, our community, if not 100%, is stuff that the whole family could watch. I mean, it's good stuff. There's a lot to learn. There's just really good people out there that's doing good, honest reviews and content. And so I appreciate each and every one of them who's watching and supporting, other people on here. It's just a lot of great people. People that I just am very thankful to call friends, because it's just that good of a community. And so I thank each and every one of you so much for that. And I'll get a hold of Travis and Defense Dad maybe towards the end of this month, beginning next month. We'll get them on here and we'll do a little bit more about Thunder on the Prairie, because that's going to be a very fun time for people located central. So regardless kind of where you're at, unless you're really far left or right on the each coast, it's not going to be too bad of a drive to go there. So that's a big plus. And does Foss have a show tonight, or is this an off week? Anybody remember?
No, he did a Wednesday mouse party.
Yep, he did Wednesday, so it's not this. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he has one tonight.
Okay, he always does a Wednesday night mouse party. It's every other Saturday.
Right.
I think he did last Saturday, but don't quote me.
Yeah, I think it was last Saturday.
He did.
Anyway, I believe it was last Saturday because I forgot to do the promo for him. But
that's right.
Anyway, next Saturday, Fossil will have his late night mouse party. So anyway, don't forget to go check him out. And I can't say enough about you guys. I thank you and appreciate you. And I look forward to giving at least 76 of these away. I hope everybody's going to enjoy being a part of the Skinny Blue Knife. And I mean, like several people said tonight, we just call it a SBK club because that stands for black or blue on the bees. So anyway, I thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. I love each and every one of you. We do have a VIP chat coming up Tuesday. If you're not a VIP, come check us out. If you'd like, I try to do some extra videos that's only there. We have giveaways that is not available anywhere else except for on there because they are VIPs and their memberships fund all these giveaways. So I appreciate them so much, and I can't say enough. This right here is a new hat with a new logo for the VIPs. And so far, we have one person that has one, and that's Brooke Cheney. And actually, her hat will be getting sent out. And we do have a new shirt for the channel. I've been checking out some local stuff, and look at that, Guns, Beer, and Therapy. So I will be trying to get that to where we're working on to where if a person is interested, working on a site to where you can go buy some of this merch because I wasn't really happy with the two merch places that YouTube provides for us on a merch shelf. So I'm like, I think we can do better. And so anyway, I'm able to work with this person, and if we get everything set up, then the merch will be way cheaper and I think a better quality. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you very much. And I just want to leave you all at this. Remember, God, family, and country. And make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you all again.